Hello, people. Today is about calm masculinity, and it's really sarcastic and ironic that I talk about this because I am not calm and masculine. I always thought like femininity and masculinity is like a one-dimensional spectrum that goes, well, you're either masculine or you're feminine, or you're more masculine and more feminine. But it's not true. There's true masculinity and false masculinity. Same way, false femininity and true femininity and false femininity. And since I found that out, I realized you see like toxic masculine men, which are, well, for example, Andrew Tate is portrayed, like the way the left and the feminists are portraying Andrew Tate. That's like the toxic masculinity, when he is like screaming and saying stuff and just being funny and stuff. Like it's obviously an act what they take out. Like these are just a couple of seconds, just being obnoxious, angry, loud, hateful. That is toxic. To be dominant in a way is also toxic. You cannot be a good leader and also be dominant. You're either a leader or you're dominant. You either raise the finger to people and scream at them and scare them and make them do what you want them to do, or you are actually attracting them to do what you want them to do. Understand? You're just a good figure that they want to follow. They want to follow you. They want to do what you're saying because they believe in your message. They believe in you. And those are like two spectrums. Like, I'm trying to give you a good example of toxic masculine. Like, toxic masculine is the typical douchebag that you see in school, like who's loud and who's like funny, and he's like quite superficial, looks good, is big, strong, and he fights with people maybe, and is a bully as well. Like the way that a false masculine guy is portrayed in the movies, like in a high school movie. And the calm masculine man is, for example, James Bond. James Bond is a calm masculine man. He is just smooth. Like, everything comes easy. He's like slow, talk slow, tone is low, all right? And it really feels like he's comfortable and he's present. Who else can I tell you? Like, there's a lot of people. Like, Tyler Durden at the beginning was more of a calm masculine man, but towards the end he became more toxic because it was just chaos, and that's basically what a toxic masculine guy is. He is more driven by insecurity than through love or through passion or through purpose. Calm masculine man is driven through purpose and through love and through, as I said, through passion. And to become that man, you have to talk less, listen more, be generally more silent, be present. And also don't argue. Don't ask too many questions. Most of the time when you're talking, it should be statements. You should be confident in everything. Asking questions shows insecurity because you don't know. That's why you ask. But of course, we are not all knowing. Nobody's all knowing. Nobody can know everything. What you do instead of that is just statements. Just judge, and people just correct you anyway, as if you just asked the question. If you meet someone after work and he looks tired, you won't say, "Oh, are you tired?" No, say, "Oh, that was a heavy day at work, right? Looks like it was a heavy day at work. Looks like it was a tough day at work." That's what you say. This is the masculine way. But you gotta also say it in a nice tone. Look, let me show you the full spectrum. You can either say, "Oh, are you tired? Are you tired?" Well, that's also like a little bit feminine, but, "Oh, are you tired? Are you tired?" No, okay, yeah, but it is a little bit feminine. I can't do it like just toxically masculine. I can only do it toxically and feminine. But now the calm masculine way, what would you say? Looks like you had a heavy day at work, huh? I'm sorry. I have to be calm masculine, smooth. That's the way I talk when I lock in, honestly. But it's difficult for me because I'm not gonna lie to you, even when I do that, I'm trying to do it right now, I'm acting like it. I'm not embodying it. And that's the most difficult part. To be calm and masculine, you really have to be calm and masculine. You cannot talk about being calm and masculine. You cannot act like you are. You have to be. There's no other way. And it's connected to your breath, to you, well, breath, not like the way your breath smells. Well, it also plays a role probably, how people perceive you, but I mean more in the way of how you breathe. So you need to breathe with your diaphragm, and also good posture, being present, not having too much stimulation throughout the day, period, because that's what makes you distracted all the time. Being really present, being focused. That's what presence mean, not being distracted, and also being like really calm, like serenity level calm, all right? No cortisol in the day. Your only cortisol spike is because you wake up, all right? That's everything, and you eat. That's your whole cortisol spike for the day. And I'm really trying to become that. And the lifestyle is actually quite easy, like becoming calm and masculine, because in my opinion, it's even a spiritual thing. It's the way you think. You think that you're gonna get the stuff because you are the man who gets that, all right? I'm not trying to chase money. I'm becoming the man who gets the money. And since I've adopted that, everything became easy in lifestyle. But interactions between people, that is really difficult. That is really difficult because I'm so used to talking a lot, talking somewhat fast, being obnoxious, being annoying. And it's difficult. It's difficult to be calm, to be present while you're talking to someone, really listen to them. And it's the easiest when you got someone who also likes to talk a lot, so you can just let them talk and think a little bit about what you're gonna say, because really you're really choosing your words, but it should come natural. So it's like complicated to explain, but you say a little words as a calm masculine man. So these little words need to be perfect. And I'm thinking about that sometimes when I talk, but you shouldn't. It should be like, you should be just flowing through it, just doing it. It should just come easy to you. And I believe it's a lot about the breath and meditation and being present. I think when you can master that, I believe when I can cut out more stimulation throughout the day, I can achieve that. But it's difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I'm a skibbity, crash out, loud guy, all right? That's what I am. Judge me. I'm sorry, guys. That's just who I am. I'm sorry. I'm just a skibbity, crash out guy, all right? And I cut out the crash out part now. I'm not crashing out anymore. I'm quite calm now. But I'm still quite skibbity. I'm still kind of silly. Like, I love to joke around. I just love to joke with people. Even when I meet people and they're like quite serious, I don't take nothing serious. Like, I'm just joking around with people. And it's, I guess there's different stereotypes in masculinity. There's still the funny guy. But the funny man, unless he is like really, really scarce, like use it rarely to be funny, he is not the most masculine you can be. Calm and masculine is the most you can be. Just shut up, listen, wait for a second when somebody says something. Just be like this. They say, hey, you go, hey. It's so easy. That's way more masculine. That's way more present. And it's insane, because if you would just say, you have to wait for a second, and also say it slowly and in a low tone. When you say it like this, like when you just say you should do that, it sounds like you are not present because you are waiting. But actually that pause makes you be like way more deeper. And I'm trying to become more like that. And I wonder how. Because it's difficult for me. I was just brought up this way to be a silly goose. So yeah. Also other things like still being confident, that's like easy to me. That's what I've been before. That's what I mean. Like, You can still be a toxic masculine guy who's confident, but where does his confidence come from? Does it come from insecurity? Does he just tell himself all the time that he doesn't care what other people think, or does he really not care? Because you will believe it when you tell yourself long enough, and that's a temporary cope. But at some point, it might catch up with you. What are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do when you embarrass yourself? Not like that would have ever happened to me. Well, yeah, I'm not trying to make this video too long for the sake of being about calm masculinity. So yeah, if you like this video, don't like, don't subscribe, do not comment. Just get off your phone, go out into the world, experience the world. Be the man who experiences the world. Be the man who has fun. Be the man who attracts a good life. And if you don't, I'll see you tomorrow.